Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for coming by. Today we are doing faves and fails, but I only have one fail in all fairness, from May and June. I used to stay a full month behind, like it's at the beginning of July, so I would have done May. And that left me all of June to try things. But I have found lately that that doesn't leave me seasonal. If I'm using something that's more seasonal and I want to let you guys know, we've moved so far away from it. So I'm going to try and use everything a little faster and let you know in a timely fashion what my faves and fails are. So let's start with May. And my first fave and fail from May came from the Boxycharm limited edition skincare box that they did. And it is this Elemis Superfood Night Cream that it just takes one pump and you get a nice, it's kind of got a greenish color to it. And it has a real earthy, herbally smell. I really like, I think when I unboxed it, I said that if you use the Aveda products, you know that herbal smell that they have? This is very similar to that. It's just a green, earthy, sagey smell. But I love it. I have been using it every evening. I feel like my skin is really clear. It's not irritating me, even with the fragrance, which can sometimes be an issue. And I just really feel like right now, my face is right where I like it to be. It's not red, it's not irritated. And I have been using this every evening and really enjoying it. I feel like I get plenty of moisture without having too much. And I love it. So next, let's talk about my lips. I have from the Boxycharm box, the Dose of Color Lippy. And this is in Los Angeles. And they spell A-N and then the word jealous. And that's what I have on. And I have found that in the same month from my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, one of the lip liners that I received is called Lust. And this is the color of it. And it is like a perfect match for this look. And I line and color with those. And I am loving both of them. I love the stay of them. They smell good going on. They go on nicely. I am thoroughly enjoying both of these. So this is a Boxy and an Ipsy. Shaking hands and being brothers. Dramatic much? Let's get the fail right out of the way. And I'm going to put my glasses on for this because it has a lot of words. This is the Alterna Caviar Anti-Aging Restructuring Bond Repair Leave-In Heat Protection Spray. It strengthens and protects damaged hair. That all may be very true. And this is exactly what it looks like. And I actually got two of these last month. I got it in my Ipsy and in my Sephora Play. And I am sure that it is a fantastic product. Unfortunately, to my olfactory sense, it smells like bug spray. Every time I would spray my ends, when I would blow dry, there's just no sugarcoating it. It smells like bug spray to me. And I'm sure it's a me thing, that there are billions of people out there using it, loving it, and not having it smell like that to them. But unfortunately, it's something I can't get past. So this immediately went into my fail pile, which is unfortunate because when I did both unboxings without thinking about it, I sprayed them. So I will have to find a nice home for them with someone I love. And now let me apologize in advance for this not being clean because I didn't think about that. I just grabbed it on my way up and I use it every day. I received the Cheeky Beauty Blender in my Birchbox, and this is the same as a beauty blender, only smaller, but it's not crazy small. It's just a little smaller. It's pretty much dry now, so it gets a little bigger than this. And I tell you, when I do my regular beauty blender, which I use every day, I also get this one wet, and I use it for my concealer, and sometimes even for my paint pot up top. I just take it and I grab it between my little fingers and it just does it's perfect sized for me. It's just perfect. And I also will take its little bottom so that I know that I'm keeping the dark color down here and kind of dip it into my paint pot and just to use my paint pot. I use this every day and I will be replacing it in a couple months because in theory, like the big one, it's supposed to only be good for 3 months. I use that longer than that. Also in our Boxy, we got the Glam Glow Gentle Bubble Cleanser. I love this. I have been using this regularly since we received it in May, and a couple of times I went away from it and went running back. It has almost no smell, so no fragrance. It cleanses well. It doesn't irritate my skin at all. It doesn't leave me too dry. I have been a Philosophy Purity devotee for years. And I have to tell you, when I finish this, and if I don't have another one to try, I don't know whether I will go buy this or my Philosophy Purity. I think I might like this one at least as much, if not a little more. Moving on. So in my Ipsy bag in May, I received this Oriza Quad eyeshadow palette. And I thought, okay, yeah, whatever. Because, you know, you get snobby about your eyeshadow palettes and you stay with what you know you love. And then I looked at it and it is crazy warm. And I thought, there's no way this is going to serve any purpose in my life. Well, I'm here to tell you, I did my eyes with it today. And I hope they're looking good. Because it would be embarrassing if I was like, I love this because it looks so good. And then you were like, but does it though? But this is that quad. And I am surprised how many times I reach for it. You know, it's just one of those little things that you think, yeah, that'll be nice. And then you keep going back for. That is exactly what I've done with this. Let's see what the color on the back says it is. Nude Shimmer and Contour Palette. So on the back, it just says Nude Shimmer and Contour Palette. It does not give me anywhere on this packaging a color name. So that's the color. You know what? Let me go ahead and swatch these for you guys so you can see how gorgeous they are. Love them. How pretty are they? That's such a pretty color. I use them so much because you have this nice basic matte here for transition. And then the rest of it is just a nice shimmer palette. Okay, now moving quickly on to June, I want to point out first, this is from my FabFitFun box, and it is the Jennifer Zuner Star Double Strand necklace, double necklace, and I wear it a lot. I like that it's just a subtle, small piece, but that when you turn, the little stars can catch the light, and I go to it a lot, and it deserved to be in my favorites because I wear it a lot. Also in my FabFitFun, I added on the Sensuals De-Stress Relaxation Rollerball. I don't use it a lot, but in the evenings, like after I've taken off my face and put on my moisturizer and I'm just sitting there at my vanity, I will take this, and it's got a nice metal rollerball. Give it a swipe, it's just an oil, and it smells so good and so relaxing. And it's got lavender and clary sage and bergamot and lemon, and it's just got a lot of different blends in it, and it smells so nice and relaxing. I love it. I mean, enough that it made a favorites. In our Boxy Luxe, we got the Dominique Cosmetics Lemonade lip glosses, and I got it in Strawberry Lemonade, which I was so happy with. And I use this just like an old school lip gloss so much. When I'm just running around, I will just to have a nice gloss on, because it's got mine. I got lucky and I got the pink one, which is perfect for me. And it's got that nice icing. You know, the cheap icing that you just, it smells just like that. Oh, it smells so good. I love it. And I go to it a lot on a day where I don't want this going on my lips. I use it a lot. Next I have from my Margot Elena box, the Lalia travel-sized eau de parfum of Imagine. And I would spray it, but you can't smell it. And I have used that much already, and it has not been all that long. And it's just fresh and clean smelling with a little bit of sweetness. And I find myself reaching for this so much. I don't use it as a travel perfume. I just keep it at the top of my vanity with all my other perfumes, and it's one that I have really been reaching for, so I was really pleased. And next, I have nothing to show you. It was the Tokyo Milk number 82 Bees soap. It smells so good. I use it as a body soap. I'm not sure if it was meant to be used as a body soap. I think it just might be a hand soap. I just love the smell of it. And I have forgotten, and I keep meaning to go out and see what else they make it in, because it is such a fresh, clean scent that's not floral, it's not gourmand, it's just gorgeous and clean. And it is absolutely one of my favorites, and I really wish I had saved the paper that it came in, because it was even pretty, but I was busy in my bathroom opening soaps, and I didn't think, oh, you know what, I should save this. But I love it. So if you get a chance to try out the Tokyo Milk soaps, go for it. I will be getting more. I'm sure I will be putting them in future favorites because it is fantastic. Another thing that I have used and loved this month that came out of nowhere for me was this Suva Beauty eyeliner. And we got the eyeliner in grease, and grease was the color of the eyeliner, but it's just black. And we got this really fine eyelining brush. And all this is a dry, and you get your little brush wet and you swirl it in here and you just draw your fine lines. And that's all I've been doing. And I love it. And I didn't expect to love it because I can't use like a felt liner. I don't know whether it's just me or it's other people and you're just not talking about it. I have too much texture and I'm going to say bumpiness, but that sounds far more dramatic than it is, right along where you eyeline. And I cannot get a nice perfect line. So I've always tight lined with a flat brush that I just get up in there and flat, 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 flat. This doesn't seem to have the same problem. I get it wet, I swirl it in this, and I seem to be able to draw it across perfectly and get a nice tight black line every time. Loving it. This is a good time to talk about this. This is just Reduce. It is a reusable stainless steel cup that we got in our Glossy Box that's kind of wine glass shaped. And it has a nice plastic lid with a nice little drinking thing in it. Have you tried the Dasani's with the flavored sparkling waters? Like that's the strawberry guava. Another favorite. Not the point though. But I use this a lot because I like that it has the lid. So if I'm stepping outside, it's not a problem. It doesn't, I have Yetis and I love my Yetis. And this does not stay as long and cool as a Yeti. But when you're in your house, it does. I mean, it's still full on ice. And I came up here with ice quite some time ago. So I don't know that this would hold up like a Yeti does for going out in the world into the heat, but for around my house, I love that it's a double-walled stainless so it doesn't sweat, and I like it a lot, and it was a June favorite. Almost done. I have the Brow Gal that we got in our Allure box, and this is the one that has the spoolie at one end. The other end is just the pencil that you draw your brow with, but the lid is a sharpener. And it works so well. And I was afraid the color was going to be a little dark for me, but it's working really well. And I am pleased and reaching for this most days. The Hank and Henry. I loved that box. I shouldn't make it past tense. I love that box. I cannot wait to get the next one. And I've used everything in it. But one of the things that I reach for a lot is this lip luster of his. I got in Presidential. It smells so good. And it's a sparkly gold. And how cute is the packaging? I mean, it looks like a lipstick. So cute. And I love this for putting over my liquid matte lips to give me some shine. The thing about it is you do have to go into it more than once to do your whole lip. But I don't mind that. I would prefer that any day of the week to one that starts oozing out and getting ooky up here. And the beauty is, it left it a little red from using it, but it doesn't seem to be making a mess down in there. And I like that so much. And it just gives you, I hope you can see that, a nice kind of golden shine. I can for sure see it here on top of your lip. I am loving this and using it on top of my liquid matte lips a lot. And last but not least, and another surprise for me, in our Glossy Box in June, I got this sleek makeup palette. And I said, it's not a brand I know anything about. And I've seen it in some of our British friends' boxes, but I hadn't really noticed it here. And it is, and it is an unassuming palette. Let me use my cards to cover up the mirror. Very neutral, crazy neutral. Like, oh, I own every one of these colors neutral. Well, let me tell you, I have used the heck out of this, but I love it. With this as a base, and then this as a transition, this in my corner, and this as just a nice shimmer in the corner. It's not what I'm wearing today, but I have been wearing it a lot, and I've been trying it a lot because it stays. It has great staying power, and we have this wedding coming up in a week or so, and I know I'm going to want a really basic eye, but I need a brand that's going to hang in there for me, and I thought I was going to use like my Natasha Denona or something like that, but I am loving these neutrals. It is called the Sun is Shining 430 palette from Sleek, and as I recall, it was $11.99 was the retail value on it that they told us, so very affordable. All right, we've made it to the end. Thank you so much for sticking in there with me. Let's see. Let's do, if you've entered my giveaway, this is my giveaway. And to get an extra entry for watching today's video, why don't you just pick any item that I've talked about? Any of them is fine. And comment below something about that. Like you could use the word reduce or the word cheeky. So many good options here. Thanks so much for coming by, guys. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when I put up my next video. And I will see you all really soon. Bye, guys.